In this video, I want to show you the flexible AIO configuration of ETOS. Welcome back to our series of ETOS tutorials. So now I want to show you yet another very helpful and practical feature of ETOS you should definitely know about. The configuration, the flexible configuration of the analog input and output channels. So once again, we only need our visualization for that. So just follow me onto the screen. So we start again on our home screen. If you need help on how to connect with ETOS, please check my first video, how to connect to ETOS for the first time. Now we're on the home screen, we go to settings, and there is right away the AIO configuration. So this once again can be a shorter or longer list. It depends on how complex your system is, how many analog signals you are using. Now this is similar like the digital configuration that I talked about in the last video. Here we also have a tabular view. We have in the first column the function. Well, we have again inputs and outputs that are available here with the unit. And yeah, you can see this is a complex unit. We have a lot of functions here. The second column is the signal type, so all kinds of common signals are supported. For example, 0 to 20 or 4 to 20 milliamp signals, 0 to 10 volt signals, PT100, PT1000 in 2, 3 or 4 wire configuration, just as some basic ones. Also, the option is to capture the signal through a Modbus and then use that analog information further in ETOS. Lastly, we have the channel as a column. There we can actually select the physical card, the channel of the card where it's going to be connected. And yeah, then in the back we have this little gearbox. This is very handy because it allows us to configure this channel even further. So for example, this is a temperature that is it is fed by a 4 to 20 milliamp signal. So if I click that, I can actually set the scaling of the 4 to 20 signal. So 4 milliamps is minus 40 degrees, 20 milliamps is plus 150 degrees Celsius in that case. And then I can even add a correction factor and a correction offset to, let's say, fine-tune the signal if necessary. Now, depending on your configuration, there might also be the so-called GPAI and GPAO. These are general purpose analog signals that can even be further configured. If we check that, if I link that to a 4 to 20, for example, and link it to a free channel, then I can go on to configure this specific signal. And I can select from an extremely long list of all pretty common physical units that they are. For example, for a pressure, I have bar or PSI somewhere here in the list that I can choose from. I can set a multiplier, so milli, kilo, mega, and so on. I can choose how many decimal places I want. So I can really freely add any kind of signal in analog form to ETOS if I want to. So thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.